Are you gonna go see Spider-Man later?
We are going to go see Spider-Man later. And the reason we asked you was because it's assigned seating now. And so you have to know if you're going early because we already have our tickets.
Yeah. Is it just you guys?
Yeah, the three of us.
Oh man, I've heard like a lot of good stuff about it.
Well, one of the reasons we're going, keeping up with the conversation we had previously, Jake Johnson is the voice of Spider-Man.
Oh, New Girl. Yeah.
Yes. Which, Nick Miller.
Nick Miller. I got my Nick Miller hoodie on.
I don't have mine on.
Are all hoodies Nick Miller hoodies now?
No. All hoodies are not Nick Miller hoodies.
Well, okay, what's the difference between a regular a Nick Miller hoodie and a non-Nick Miller hoodie?
I feel as though a Nick Miller hoodie should be zip up.
Oh yeah, it's got to be a zip up. Oh, that's a hoodie. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to look a little worn. And maybe wrinkled.
Does it matter what you wear with it? Like it's got to be a tee underneath or something, or
I mean, yeah, it's probably a t-shirt underneath.
It's just as much as like the attitude you have with it too.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Nick Miller. Okay, back to Spider-Man.
Yes.
I'm going to have to need to tell me how that is because I've been wanting to see it.
There's so many movies out right now that I'd like to see. You know what? I feel as though there are more movies than usual right now. And I have a theory.
Just in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
This season.
Go. Okay, what were you going to say?
Okay, this is my theory. This is an off year for Star Wars.
Yes.
So everybody's putting out their best stuff this year because they're not going to be able to compete with Star Wars at the box office next year.
Okay.
So that's why you're like Mary Poppins is out right now.
Mm-hmm.
What else did we see? Aquaman.
I just got done seeing that. We'll talk about it in a little bit.
There's another.
All the Marvel movies.
There's Bumblebee's out right now too.
Bumblebee just came out. Yeah.
What else did we talk about? Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
There's something else out right now.
Not that big, I don't think, at the moment.
No,
but well, here's the thing. Another thing about that was what's in common with a lot of the stuff you just mentioned in Star Wars is they're all owned by Disney.
Yeah.
So Disney will intentionally spread their stuff out.
Well,
Disney's kind of taking over the world right now.
They are.
Think about it. Okay. Oh, because are you talking about? Isn't Dumbo coming out? Because they got all their live action stuff.
Dumbo is coming out.
But think about that next year though. Next year is gonna, and they also own Marvel. So all the Marvel movies with Star Wars, with the Disney live action stuff, which is actually a discussion right now. Is it live action or is it cartoon? Because it's still animation, or they still use like a lot of CGI, right?
Yes.
So okay, what do you think? Is like the live action like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin and all that stuff? Are they live action, or like the Lion King? Is that live action, or is that still
with the CGI?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like if that goes, like if Lion King's up for an Oscar, would it go? And it can't be animated, right?
You know what?
Or is it gonna have to get its own category one day?
Probably its own category someday, because there's
like it's changing the game.
Yeah, and I can't speak to that because I don't follow the awards.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably been a good 5 years since I've actually even paid attention to what the awards shows are doing.
I know what gets nominated, what wins. I don't watch them though.
Yeah, and then
it's got to be something political.
We talk about that political stuff,
mm-hmm.
When it happens, the injustices.
All right.
But yeah,
okay,
it is what it is, and I do think that Disney's taken over the world, which they put out a good product.
As long as they do good stuff, but most people don't like their Star Wars stuff. Like it being an off year for Star Wars has been like the last 5 years. Off year for Star Wars. Because most people didn't like Solo, which I kind of liked it, and I hated Jedi, or The Last Jedi.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Like one of my least favorite
But you're Star not Wars movies. Fan of the first three, are you?
No. The first three, you mean episode 4, 5, and 6?
Yes.
Not a big fan. They're okay, but I'm not like a huge fan.
See, I'm a big fan of the 4, 5, and 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then what came next? 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
And then 1, 2, and 3, I really didn't care
at all.
for.
The third one of the middle ones was really good.
It was okay,
mm-hmm.
but then 7, 8, and 9, I really felt were
well, 7.
Good
I posted a picture on Instagram recently. I don't know if anyone saw it. It was a picture of me watching Force Awakens,
mm-hmm.
which is the first one of the new 3, right?
Right.
And I said that's by far the best Star Wars movie there is.
Uh-huh.
And I really do agree with that. But I was kind of putting it out there to see if people get mad, because I know if you say anything's the best Star Wars ever, other than the original 3, people might get. It was a little bit of a troll. I was trying to troll people, but I really do 100% believe that. And then like a lot of people are upset because they're saying it like copies the first one, right? It's just like a redoing the same storyline with new characters, I guess. Which I don't even remember the first Star Wars that much.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at history repeats itself and things happen.
It's like 2 generations later, so
right.
Yeah, we should get that for, young people.
Right.
But
I get it.
Get it, yeah. Movies. Oh, so I saw Aquaman.
How was that?
Dude, really, honestly, I went into it not thinking very much of it, thinking I might not like it, but I think it was super good. I don't know if you follow much of the DC movies, like the Spider-Mans and the Justice League and all those, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I thought this was by far the best of all of those.
Really?
And I don't think any of them were that great, but yeah, this one was very surprising. I walked in not expecting much, just New Year's Day, like, oh, let's go see a movie, but it was good.
It was all right. I'll have to check it out. I think Lena's going with her girlfriends to go see,
Jason Momoa. Dude's a stud.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
You're okay with that?
Well, I mean, what am I going to do? How am I going to compete with that?
Husbands out there can't compete with Jason Momoa.
That's right.
Alrighty. Okay, so yeah, I'd like to hear. I'm looking forward to hearing what you think about Spider-Man when you.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to seeing that. That's later today.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of today's New Year's Day, we're recording.
Today's New Year's Day, we're recording.
That's how's your New Year's Day?
New Year's Day was.
Or New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve was rocking.
Dick Clark.
Ryan Seacrest. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. How do you remember what year Dick Clark died?
Ooh.
How many years has it been? I was shocked when we figured we were talking about this last night.
7.
7 years ago?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. 2012.
Okay.
I would have guessed like 2 years ago.
I remember watching it, and I remember he was on there with his wife, and like the last time, and he looked pretty sick, and then like they kissed at New Year's, and I thought it was like it was pretty cool that they were still together.
Who was that?
Dick Clark and his wife.
Oh.
So that was pretty cool.
They left him on there a little too long.
Oh, well.
A little
as
too
things
long.
go,
Yeah.
It's Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve. But
here's the name.
How long is Ryan Seacrest going to do it?
Forever. It was raining super bad yesterday.
I know. Watched it.
See that?
Yeah. He looked like he was going to melt.
No, Jenny McCarthy looked like she was going to melt.
Didn't she? Wow.
God, she looks bad.
Yeah.
They need to get her. You need to be asking how long she's going to be on there.
We did. That came up last night. How long can you do this, man?
As long as their surgeries to.
Ah, man.
What? What?
Well, yeah.
I know you want to say something.
I do, but I don't.
You're not going to say it?
I'll move right on by. Yeah.
So what did you guys do?
So we hung out, played some games, just hung out, did the family thing. It was a good time. Mm-hmm. Had a good time. What about you?
Just hung out with some friends, did the whole thing. A lot of food, just hang out. I thought we were going to get in a lot of games. We weren't really, which I'm okay with. I'm not a big game person.
I know.
So I was just going to sit back and chill and watch. I like to observe more than get in there,
interact.
Yeah. Interact. I'd rather just sit in the corner and not let anyone see me and just watch.
Yeah.
Very creepy. But no, it was a good time, dude. We just hung out, waited for midnight, and I didn't think I was going to make it, man. I got really tired by like...
I did too, around 10:30.
Well, what happened was like I was expecting okay, so for a New Year's chill hangout, New Year's Eve, right? I was like, oh, maybe we meet up at like 8, a little later because you got to get to New Year's Eve or get to midnight. But we got together at like 6:30, 6.
Oh man, that's like a 5.5 hour.
Yeah, I started a little earlier than I thought I was going to. So by like you said, 10 o'clock, honestly 9 o'clock I started slowing down and I hit like a 10:30 a little boost.
Yep, and
then start slowly dying down again to midnight, but it was good, man. Like New Year's Eve is, I don't know if it's a big thing for you or not, but I've never been that. It's another day.
We have traditions, and as long as we always go over.
No, it's good.
To my brother-in-law's, and so as long as we're doing that, it feels like the year is kicking off right.
Like it doesn't feel like the end of the year if you're not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
What about your Christmas?
We're gonna go backwards here.
Yep.
We started with what yesterday was New Year's, and let's hit back to Christmas. Christmas is super chill, man. Like again, the way I like it, man. I think we talked about it a little bit last year. I'm sure we can get into last year, but hanging out with family, got to like spend time everywhere I needed to without like getting too busy, going back and forth everywhere.
Yep.
Super chill, man. No, got some gifts, gave some gifts. It's all good. I can't ask for much more than just like seeing family and just super chill, you know?
Yeah.
No drama. It's always nice.
That's perfect.
Yeah, man. What about you, man? How's Christmas? Anything? Any stories?
No, man, no stories. Really. It was pretty chill. Pretty easy.
Well, what more can you ask for, man?
Yeah, good food. Family time.
Did you have some what's that gravy called? Or the
Gravy.
Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkshire pudding.
Did you have Yorkshire pudding?
Did we have Yorkshire pudding?
If you don't know what you're talking about, listen to our other episode that's on YouTube. Go back and
No, I think she made
go
it.
back and get it. It's there.
I think she made it for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we talked about it in the last episode about Thanksgiving.
I think that she made it for Christmas.
Oh,
it's
no.
traditionally a Christmas dish. I'll tell you what I did make, and you're gonna be you're not gonna
understand what we made.
Okay, so my mom has had this pan for at least 20 years, maybe 25 years. And it's a Danish pancake, and it's called Ebelskivers.
I'm lost. Wait, the pan makes it a deviled pancake?
Well, so the pancakes are round, like all pancakes. Like a ball. No, like a ball.
Okay.
They're completely like
then
a
it's
sphere.
not a pancake.
It's a Danish pancake called an Ebelskiver.
But isn't a pancake by definition flat?
Yes, so it's a doughy. It's pancake.
It's a doughy
batter.
ball.
Yes.
No, it's not a pancake.
It's a pancake.
Do I need
ball.
to Google pancake definition right now?
So this is what we.
Nothing.
So we made these.
Look at this, one-handed typing.
Right. You're the best at one-handed typing. So we made these, or I made them for the day after Christmas, and they're pretty amazing, man. I was pretty.
What was it called again?
Ebelskiver. EBAL.
Evil skeever.
EB.
Evil.
Yeah.
So definition of pancake: a thin, flat cake of batter.
Okay. Well, now look up the Ebelskiver.
EVIL.
EBAL.
EBAL.
Yeah. SKIVER.
SKIV.
VER. Yeah.
I think you're making stuff up.
I'm not making it up, man. It's a Danish thing.
No, okay, yeah, but that's not a pancake.
Here.
It's just a ball of dough.
But what does it say?
It's a ball of dough.
Go to the definition.
There's no definition of evil skeever.
There's definitely a Wikipedia page for it.
I don't think there is.
I guarantee there is.
Anyway, take that word that we just looked up and check it out, because evil skeevers.
They were good. We filled some of them with Nutella.
Really?
Nutella filled Ebelskivers.
A Danish snack that are spheric in shape.
It doesn't say Danish pancake. You're not looking.
It says in Wikipedia.
No, that's not Wikipedia. You're lying.
Bam. So okay.
So
I got way off here. Sorry.
So made some of those. They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna make them like every year now, like traditional.
Okay. So that's like the Christmas thing, and
yeah,
the pudding is the Yorkshire puddings for Thanksgiving.
Typically, I think that's Christmas too, but she made it at Thanksgiving.
See, my thing is
Yorkshire pudding is really a bread, and you pour gravy into it. It's got like a little hole in it. No, it's not pudding. It's I don't know.
The definitions of your food, Beej, is kind of throwing me off right now, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like Mexicans, tamale.
Tamales.
There's no way around what that is.
So
that's what we do for the Christmas.
So what did you guys make?
Tamales.
Tamales. What kind?
All, dude. Everything.
Cheese.
Pour a little Guadalajara gravy over the top of it. It's bomb. I don't know nothing about that, Beej.
Does your family make them?
What? Tamales?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Not all times. Depends how much. They're a lot of work, I guess.
They are a lot of work.
So, don't want to do all that. So, Christmas was good, huh? You good?
Yeah, Christmas was good.
A lot of good stuff, man.
Food.
It's all about the food, family.
Fun.
Presents. Jesus. Can't forget Jesus, man.
That's the reason.
It's the reason. So, what else going on, man?
Well, we're working back. In there.
Oh, what happened before that?
You had a Christmas party with your kids.
Oh yeah, the junior high Christmas party.
Yeah. Anything good happen there?
I was saying this about who was I talking to recently about this? The group of junior hires I have right now, dude. They're just super chill.
Yeah.
Like super cool. Like, there's no drama between everybody. Everybody gets along. They don't fight. They don't argue with me. They don't complain about stuff. So it's like everything just runs smooth. So like the party, this is okay. So like this is the first one where I'm supposedly in charge, right?
Yeah, you're
and I'm
running.
in charge of like telling the parents where it's at and
Right.
like, communicating and making sure we get kids there. So I was, super worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, it's just too easy, man. Like these kids are making my job too easy.
Okay.
Like I'm almost like, fight. Give me some drama. Like make it more fun here. But they're super chill, man. It's really good.
So last year you stole some girl's candy.
Oh yeah, I gave it back to her. No. She just had braces and had candy and gave me her candy because she couldn't eat it.
Right.
So I had to give her my gift card.
That's what it was.
But I did steal a gift card.
Yeah.
But it was from an adult, so I didn't mind stealing a gift card from an
This
adult.
year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I walked away with the Starbucks gift card.
Nice. How much?
Yeah. $5.
Okay.
It's a $5 gift exchange. Nothing crazy.
$5. Okay.
Nobody went crazy and did like the $15, $20 gift or nothing. So
That's good.
there was none of that big like.
All right. So I'm just gonna warn you.
Mhm.
Like these things come in seasons. Like right now you have like an easy season.
Yeah.
Like next year, maybe the year after.
So you're like,
gonna have
watch
a tough
out for
season,
those
man.
sixth graders
Yeah,
right now?
They're coming up.
I know.
Yeah.
But for my first year,
Oh, yeah.
of like being like the head, I guess.
There you
know?
go.
It's kind of nice that kind of easing my way into it a little bit.
Sweet.
It's pretty good. Oh, I did one of the wrap ball thing,
Yeah. Where
Where you,
you like cellophane.
and you like gotta unwrap it and pass it around.
Uh-huh.
It went really good.
Nice.
I remember last time I was all worried that I didn't wrap it well enough.
Huh?
Well, we did the whole thing with like the mittens and made it hard for them to do it, so it actually went a lot longer and pretty good.
Nice. And you have good prizes like in the middle and stuff.
Yeah, well, I didn't make the very middle last one the best. I just put like a bunch of gift cards, some candies, a couple like toys and stuff like that.
Nice.
I didn't do the goofy ones like you. Or some of the ones we talked about.
I don't know. The candy definitely. We talked about
No,
putting candy.
we're talking
in
about putting goofy one, like just dumb stuff.
there.
Like
like
they were gonna get it, like
like
what
toy
is
soldiers.
this? Like just one toy soldier.
It would have been cool if you put like hotel shampoo packets.
Oh, okay. See, this is the stuff for next year. I need to think
Yeah, I
about.
should write it down.
Because there's just a lot of candy. What did I tell you? I said I wanted to be like just a pinata, candy just falling everywhere. So I just put like a bunch. So when they started going, there's just like candy just flying, like because they're doing it fast.
Uh-huh.
So the candy would actually go like flying like
off.
across the room everywhere.
That's cool.
So
That's
that was
awesome.
pretty fun, man. It's good times. Yeah, but I mean that youth group's going good, man. First junior high party. Took a couple weeks off during the holidays, getting back
Nice.
into it this week. So yeah,
So that's
man.
tomorrow night, man. You getting back into it tomorrow night?
Yeah,
Sweet.
tomorrow night, yeah. By the time we get this out, that'll have already been happening. But
Nice.
everything, yeah.
So
Pretty
before
solid.
that,
But before Christmas.
before Christmas, was my 40th birthday.
Oh, 40.
40.
We didn't even talk about talking
40,
about this. We didn't
yeah.
talk about this.
40. So
Do you
turned 40.
Do you feel any different?
You know what?
Let me interview you real quick here, Beej, about 40.
Okay.
'Cause I'm coming up on it.
Yeah. Well, we're not supposed to be friends.
I
you
did say
can't
I
be
was.
friends with
Well,
a
but here's the
40-year-old.
thing. I'm basically 40 now, so we could be friends.
Basically, because you're 36,
I'm 35,
35.
which you round up to 40 now.
Round up.
Round up. I always say, and I'm not. Now I'm 40 until I'm 50.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So I'm
So-
45.
Going into it, I really felt weird about it. I don't know
Mhm.
why. Like 20 came, it was cool. 30 came, and it was cool. Whatever. 35.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, 40 seemed a little weird. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like halfway to 80. You know?
For 80.
No, I mean for reals though. You know, like it
No,
really feels like these 40 years have flown by. I still, in my mind, I still feel 18, 20. You
No,
know?
I get that. So I was thinking about this, right? So like when you're in your 20s, you're like, oh, you're in your 20s, you're still young and like,
Right.
you know, whatever, you're in your 20s. And then when you get to your 30s, you're like, oh, I still feel like a young 30-year-old. I'm 30's the new 20.
Right.
Kind of thing. But once you're in your 40s, there's like, there's no way around getting that you're in your 40s.
You're in 40s.
You can't be like, oh, I'm still like
Right.
40's the new 20. No, 40's 40.
Right. So
Okay, this is just me thing. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's in my head going into 40. Maybe you can like
that's how I
take
felt.
that away from me.
So
hopefully,
that's really how I felt leading up to it. Like the last 2 weeks, I really didn't like how I was feeling about it. And then we had my birthday, and my birthday weekend was nuts.
Mhm.
Like it was crazy. Like we had
Like
stuff
fun,
going
good
on.
nuts or
Well, yeah.
just busy nuts.
Well, very busy. We had so let me remember back. So we had my birthday party on Friday night.
Okay.
Saturday morning was
Wait, the birthday party? You mean the dinner and?
Yeah.
We need to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
So we had that. Then Saturday was soccer match, and the soccer match. The head coach was out of town, so I picked up the game and coached it.
Head coach Beach?
Coached by myself. It was an 8:00 game, which means we need to leave the house like around 7.
Right.
After partying the night before for my 40th birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and then Al had a performance, a singing performance, and then something happened. Then church Sunday morning, and then something happened Sunday night.
Just a busy weekend, man.
Going.
So you weren't even didn't even process it because you're so busy, probably. Huh?
No, and then I took Monday off, and Monday was super chill. So we ended up winning the soccer game.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, it was just like 39 just kept going, and I don't feel any different.
You don't feel
after
40?
the fact. No.
So once 40 came, and actually happened, you didn't feel any So the lead up to 40 was more stressful
Yeah, by
than
far.
actually being 40.
By far.
So it's like the anticipation of it was worse than the actual. Steven Seagal said in a movie, the anticipation of death is much worse than death itself.
Oh, yeah.
So the anticipation of something bad can sometimes be more stressful than the actual thing itself happening, right?
Absolutely. So, yeah. So for my birthday, we met up at a Mexican food restaurant down in downtown Fresno Tower District.
You don't want to give a shout out to the place you went or what?
We went to Bobby Salazar's. It was all right. Food is okay.
Random food place that we had a food at.
Thinking back, it was weird because they have a separate bar section, and then they have a food section where you go stand and get food. So it's it's kind of
and then they have that little area with well, they weren't standing tables. They're just high bench tables.
Yeah,
I was standing all the time.
High bar tables.
No, it's cool though. Yeah, super chill.
Yeah, it was chill.
We were there early enough before I hear you don't want to be there that late.
Yeah,
sounds good.
It gets a little crazy in there.
I guess.
So that was good. We had some good Mexican food, and then we went to see one of our how do you say
it's comedian
our heroes
heroes.
Or mentors, whatever you want to call them. We went to see Creeper from Cholo Fit.
Oh, what's his real name? I say his name wrong.
Frankie Quinones.
Quinones.
Went to see Frankie.
That was super fun, man. That was really good. That was hoping there would be more Creeper. The other comedians and his other characters are funny.
Yeah,
but I thought it was going to be more focused on Creeper. I know he was the final act.
Yeah,
but it was still really good. It was still super funny. I was
yeah, I felt like he did a really good job. And I wanted to see the other characters. I know you don't really care for the other characters as much, but
right. But even the other comedians that they had that open for him and stuff, I thought were really funny.
Right. There was that one guy from Fresno. I think Kenny Thomas, maybe.
Kearney Thomas. That's somebody else, dude.
If you get a chance,
Google Kearney Thomas.
Go on the YouTubes.
Google Kearney Thomas right now.
Kearney Thomas. That just brought back some memories that I.
What's the thing that he gives away, Beach?
Pranker Chief.
The Pranker Chief, right? For a very low price of how much?
I don't remember, but you have to send it back in no more than 24 hours.
With money? Is that I don't remember. Who was the one that found this guy?
It might have been Ryan.
Oh, why did Ryan find him? Check him out, dude.
I don't know why.
I'll put this up on the thing so people can see Kearney Thomas.
I don't know why somebody in the apartment. So we all used to live together.
Yeah.
And somebody in the apartment was watching the Word Network.
It's okay. Wait, is it black churches or is it just a church religious station? What was it?
No, it was just a religious station like TBN.
Right.
And oh my gosh.
I don't think is that Kearney Thomas with Trump? Is that real?
Way, dude.
I don't know if this is real or not.
That can't be real. You're gonna have to post that.
We'll look into this. Okay. Let's go on because this might be a story for the next episode.
Next episode.
Yes. Like Dr. J.
Kearney Thomas.
Good.
All right. So get your Pranker Chief. Send it back.
What were we talking
right
about?
now.
Oh, the comedian.
Comedian. He was good.
Yeah.
And Trilla Fit was good. And then what made the whole evening is when we stood in line and we got to meet that guy and take a picture with him.
I still don't believe. Oh, I thought you met before. Didn't you say you guys met him before?
Well, we were driving around the parking lot and he was waiting outside for the
don't
band
believe you,
to
man.
come. The banda.
The banda.
The banda.
Those Bionics. They're good.
Bionics.
We talk about them too.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened?
So we were waiting outside, or we were driving through the parking lot, and I saw him, and I told Nina, I said, "That's Frankie Quinones right there."
Little dude, huh?
Yeah, and she was like, "No, that's not him." She goes, "Drive around again. We should jump out, or you should jump out and take a picture with him." And we were trying to find a parking place in there, but we ended up parking across the street. By the time we parked, the band had got there, and they were already inside.
You didn't want to jump out of the car and leave your wife driving around without you? Or you go take a picture?
Right. So I approached the van, the band's van.
The banda's van.
Yeah. And the singer was there. And I had researched them a little bit beforehand because I wanted to know, what Los Bionics was like.
Is it Los Bionics or just Bionics? I always say Los Bionics too, but
I do too. Because it sounds cooler. But so I researched it and I knew what they looked like. So when I walked up, I saw the singer standing there and I said, "Are you the Bionics?" And he said, "Yeah, they're inside."
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it was him. And I said, "Hey, we're looking forward to the show tonight." And he turned around and he kind of really didn't look at me. Like he looked in my direction, but like he wasn't looking at me. Well, come to find out later on in the show, he's blind. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, that makes sense now. And I didn't.
You thought he was just being like a jerk?
Yeah, and I didn't believe.
Hey man, acknowledge me.
But he was out there by himself, and I didn't believe that.
Frankie, like the dark glasses on at night, just like
Frankie Quinones was talking about how he was blind and stuff on stage, and I'm like, yeah, right, they're playing around. But then later on, when they came out to see us and take a picture with us, they had a guy leading him and stuff, and I'm like, oh man,
they're pretty cool, dude. They're a funky band.
Yeah, man, very talented. Played a lot of different genres of music.
They were kind of random, yeah.
Yeah. And nailed all of it.
Yeah.
Like it all sounded good. So.
I agree. Yeah, I was surprised how much I like I knew I was going to like the creeper stuff, but like we've talked about in the past, and I got some crap for on the show saying I don't like jokes. So I was kind of pleasantly surprised that I enjoyed most of the comedy that was there that night.
See, stand-up has become a lot less jokes and
like
more
storytelling.
Storytelling.
See, I like storytelling. I don't want like, knock knock.
No, there's like a lot less of that now, and it's more storytelling. And I think it's one big story at the end, and it all ties together. And so it's really cool.
Like you make a point about something, and then you just like make fun of that the whole time by telling stories about that thing,
right?
And so like kind of all comes together.
So that was fun. We had a good time at that. You were there. Some other very close friends. We had a really good time. Nailed my 40th birthday. It was good. No drama.
Nailed it.
Fun. Good. No drama. Good food. Fun.
It's like the theme of like birthdays, Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah.
If you have those things, you're good, right?
Golden.
I think so. Okay, so being 40, man, let me know like how that goes. And
well, you got 5 years to
just
nail it.
So I got 5 years to prepare for nailing that weekend.
Yep.
Okay. I think I could do it. But I need you to like get me ready for that.
All right.
Okay, we didn't talk about this. I think we should bring it up. It's New Year's. New Year's resolutions.
Oh, I'm not even ready.
It's New Year's. Today is
I'm
New
not
Year's.
even ready. We didn't even talk about this.
I know we didn't, but
you're throwing me way under the bus, man.
Yeah, we don't prepare for most things on this show, man.
You know what? I'm gonna get back on the meat diet. I gained all my weight back.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that meat diet. I think being more intentional about the way I spend time at home because I work so much. So, family, eating better.
All the same things that you were doing during the holidays.
Yeah, right.
Family, food,
fun,
no drama,
drama.
Yeah,
and then church a little bit. That's just kind of
was that fourth F?
A private thing. Church. We're trying to work on that.
Okay. No, man, good stuff. So just.
What about you, man?
Okay, so I actually do have. I mean, I guess it's like a resolution, but it's something I want to try. Have you heard of intermittent fasting?
Yes.
I think I'm going to try it.
I was doing that with the meat diet.
With the meat diet?
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess they're saying like it's good if you while you're intermittent fasting, put some kind of diet within the fasting.
Right.
So obviously the less hours window you have to eat. Well, let me just kind of explain it real quick. It's basically you're picking a certain amount of hours in the middle of the day where you do all your eating.
Right.
And you don't eat any calories outside of that.
So typically it's 8.
8. So it's
right.
There's 8 hours of eating, 16 hours of no eating.
Right.
Then 8 hours of eating, 16 hours, and it's like
right.
nothing, right?
Right.
Like you drink water,
right?
But no, you can't even have like. So what's going to kill me is my perfect ideal is like 10 to 6, maybe 11 to 7,
right?
Right. But then that means no morning coffee. That's the only thing I feel like is gonna be difficult for me. So is the morning coffee.
You could cheat on it.
I know, but I want to try and go hard with it at first. Because if you look at the science of it, like that's what kills it. Staying off of it is what hurts it. If you
deviate away from it, yeah,
the cheating of it. So it's not like, oh, if you cheat a little bit, you're just cheating a little bit. It's if you cheat a little bit, you ruin it,
right?
Like from what the little bit of research I've done into it, but so yeah, I want to try it out. Like if I just don't drink coffee first thing in the morning, it doesn't seem like that difficult, like a stretch for me.
Like
to
if
do,
you wait till 10 to have a cup of coffee,
yeah. But the thing is, like, I get off work at 5 usually. I got like an hour window to get dinner,
You could stretch it and go to 12 to 8.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if I still want to have 10 o'clock, I can hold off.
Right.
But if I want to push it back, But anyways, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot, dude. And see how that goes. And then they said, like, over time, you could even, like, shorten that window. And I heard if you could get it down to 4 hours, like, that's money.
That's tough, dude, because you got to pack in calories in 4 hours.
Oh, I'll pack it in, dude. No worries. So, okay. So let's say if it's basically like a morning and skip lunch. What if you did like 2 to 6? I could wait till 2 o'clock to eat.
Yeah, maybe.
Get like a quick lunch and then like a strong dinner. Like it's a hungry morning, but like
you really have to find out. What you should do is an elimination diet, and then you should find out how the food affects you.
What's that one?
Like, take everything out of your diet and go down to one thing. Like, maybe do like carnivore, or maybe do like keto,
right?
And then find out how
things affect you.
Yeah, because carbs put me to sleep now.
Right.
Like, if I have some carbs, especially at dinner time, within a half an hour I'm asleep.
Right.
So if you can do that and you figure out how things affect you, then like maybe you want to eat things that wake you up.
So I feel like carbs do that for everybody though. It's just like it affects certain people more than others, I guess. So like carbs in general is just the one thing. I like. Okay, so what I was hearing is do the keto within that hour window, and you're gonna like that's about as good as it gets.
Yeah. High fats.
If you could fit a keto
fats
inside the intermittent fasting, that 8 hours, like as good as it gets right there.
Shredder.
So, yeah, shredding it off. I'm gonna look like this guy pretty soon. This guy.
Art of manliness.
I'm gonna look like this guy pretty soon. But anyways, yeah. So I think I'm gonna try that. As far as the other resolution goes, I don't know. Just try that and try to stay going good with the youth group, and yeah.
Sweet. So with that, what we need to mention, we've been doing this for quite a while now.
How long, Bish?
We've been doing this for exactly 1 year.
That's crazy, dude.
We
need to talk about this. We knew this. I knew this was coming up today.
Yeah.
It's super exciting, man.
It is exciting.
Isn't it?
So we've done this.
How do you feel about that?
I feel good. I feel good because I feel like we've set out what we wanted to do. We've done it for a year.
Right.
And we're looking to keep going. We've made some transitions recently. Transitioned from SoundCloud to the YouTubes.
The YouTubes. That's where we're at.
We're on the YouTubes.
So you can see us.
Come find us. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that could be a resolution, kicking off Moderately Entertaining again, because we did take that. It was like a couple months off, basically.
Yeah. Had a lot going on.
Yeah, and it was, I think it was a combination of being busy, and like I really felt like we're in this like kind of place where we're talking about transitioning and doing other stuff and maybe trying out YouTube or doing more video stuff,
Yep.
So like I kind of felt like, let's just take that time. I was okay with it at the time, like maybe after New Year's you can get back into it and see if we can start it a little different. So this is just like a little pivot into a new direction.
Yep. And now we're on the YouTubes.
On the
YouTube's best kept secret.
So this is how you find us. Just Google YouTube. Go to YouTube. Search Moderately Entertaining Podcast. If you just do Moderately Entertaining, some weird thing comes up.
Yeah.
Don't subscribe to that.
Podcast.
Moderately entertaining podcast. And subscribe to us, and we'll be there. And hopefully, we'll.
So we've got
just like a restart. I feel like
we've got 2 episodes now, and
the first one was kind of just I threw it out there. It was like a lost episode, I guess. It's like a bonus. If you want to check it out, go check it out.
Yeah,
it's not really video. It's just like the audio with some pictures.
They're pretty funny though.
There's a couple funny ones, dude. If you have like a little bit of time to kill and you want to go check out that last episode,
check it out.
It's the first one on before this, the only other one besides this one, but it's really good. I think you should check it out. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to see if this kicks off and we can do this.
2019 YouTube.
2019. So we did the first episode sitting right here with an iPhone sitting on the table.
No microphone.
No mic. And no name.
No name, nothing.
Like
I listened
to it today because I still have the first 13 episodes on my phone. Because it was just on the voice. It's a voice memo on my phone, the first 13 episodes.
Right.
And like the first episode was like, hey guys, we're a podcast. It seriously wasn't like, it wasn't
anything special.
We didn't have a name and it wasn't nothing that we done. So, just to see, like I was thinking about it. I was thinking maybe we could talk about this a little bit. Just like kind of seeing, this is our 34th, 5th episode if you count the one we just put on YouTube, and not counting the couple like little things I did with my brother, the sports ones. But like we've done a lot of stuff, man.
We have.
I was going through and like listening to a couple episodes, checking some things out, and I think it's really cool. Like I didn't think even just like in my mind where we could have done. I mean, it's not like we've blown up or anything like that, but it's like I think it's cool that a year later, at least we still have the motivation, and we've had a good enough time doing this.
Yeah,
to still want to do it again.
Right. I've enjoyed it. I really have. Yeah. It's we've talked about some interesting things. One of my favorite moments, I think, was being able to do something that I've talked about with some people in the past. It was the sub challenge.
Yes, dude, classic.
The sub challenge, I think.
Tournament of subs.
Sam's Deli came down to win the tournament of subs.
Absolutely, it was.
And they're an amazing sub. Mm-hmm. But yeah, pitting the local subs against the national subs and having it come down to the wire. It was fun.
That was a good time, man. We ate a lot of sandwiches. It's crazy to think of how like out of our way we went and how much the money we spent buying these sandwiches and like meeting for lunches and doing all these things for the show.
Yeah.
So we can like actually have
some places I had never been.
Dude, we had brackets submitted.
We did. It had people submitted brackets. How cool was that?
I think when we did it, I was like, if we get 4 brackets, I'm gonna be like, that'll be cool. And we had way more than that, so that was really cool.
It was pretty cool.
Like some people participated, which is kind of cool.
We need to figure out what we can do again.
Yeah, somebody told me pizza.
Pizza. We could do tacos.
Yeah.
I think that we should do tacos around Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, okay. That's it. Yeah.
So I think that'd be cool. The month of April leading up, and then the finale on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, dude! And I think we should have like some here with us since this video now too. We could be eating tacos. Oh man. Okay, that's something to talk about, dude. Tacos. That's a thing. We need to make a list of goals. I think we should do that for the show, dude.
Tacos, like pizza.
We need a New Year's resolution or like a goal list for the show, things we should do, and if there's any ideas out there for the listeners. Like again, that's another thing. The people that have listened, whether it's been one episode in the beginning, to loyal ones, to now the real ones, like it's cool, man. Like I really appreciate every time a listen popped up, whether it was 1 or 2, or we had some. Or did we got over 1,000 listens for the show or whatever that was? I was excited about whatever, but the fact that anyone would turn it on and listen, or maybe watch now, pretty cool.
So what was your favorite moment?
Dude, I can't say favorite moment, man. It's all of it. Like I went back and listened. I was trying to pick sections of old episodes and stuff like that, and like look through some of the Instagram video clips that we put on there. Like the funniest one has to be when the picture dropped.
Oh, right here.
It's still on the floor. Pick it up.
Right here.
Yeah. Look at this.
There you go.
This hasn't
kill me with it.
Dude, look here. This has been sitting here, broken since it happened. We should probably fix this, Beige.
All right.
Can we fix this? Can you get that up there for me?
We can fix it.
Yeah, so that just fell mid-episode, which is pretty cool. Not right now, but like, yeah. We'll get that up though, and it'll complete what's going on right here.
Yeah, your
I guess
your
whatever
artwork
this is.
and your Liverpool
So
thing there, scarf
But
me thing.
that was one of the funniest things, and I enjoyed talking to the few guests we had.
Yes.
We had Diddy on a couple times.
Yep.
Had Icon, dude. Meat vibes, dude. That honestly, I went back and listened to the episode. Super funny, super good.
He was really nervous.
He was
beforehand.
Dude, I'm super nervous. I get nervous before we record.
Yeah, you do get
If you
nervous.
guys could see how I am just 5 minutes before we start doing this, I'm a mess. But yeah, he was super nervous. But it was kind of cool because he sat there for the first few minutes and you could see him kind of like
warming up into
it. Diddy seemed pretty natural with it from the beginning.
Yeah.
I felt like he kind of just jumped in and was cool.
It was pretty cool, yeah.
Like when you're talking to we talk to him all the time, so like hopefully that felt a little natural. And that's what I would honestly put that. Well, let's get guests, man. I'd like to talk to more people because I think those are some of my favorite things that we did, and I'd like a little more of that. Let's talk to more. We need to figure out what we do with the mics and how we can get that going. But I'd like to have someone sitting right here or here, wherever they'd sit,
Here.
and talk to some more people, man.
Nice.
And I think that's what's been kind of cool about this. I feel like even just talking to you, just like things are in your head, I think, and I sometimes just getting it out, whether it's to a mic or to you or to whoever would listen. It's almost like just getting things out and talking about it kind of makes things like processing things that are happening, things that you read, things that you think about,
Right.
So that's one of the things I've enjoyed a lot about the show for the last year.
Nice.
Dang, year. What?
So we've got some year-end things that we wanted to talk about.
Okay. Like what? Hold on. I'm still not even sure what we're doing here.
Person of the year.
Person of the year? Like
yes,
the Times Person of the Year?
Yeah, like Times, like this is like the
We'll talk
moderately
about
entertaining Person of the Year, but not necessarily something we talked about.
Is this an official award? I don't have an official.
It's not an official award.
I think it should be.
It's just
we could challenge Time
I think
magazine.
next year we could do that.
Okay.
We didn't get recognized as fake news, so
No, we didn't.
the fake news awards, which
did
didn't
not.
happen.
Mm-mm. This is kind of sad.
Yeah.
The Time Person. Did you know who the Times Person of the Year was?
There was a guy and a bunch of journalists, wasn't it?
I think they call themselves the Guardians.
Yeah.
It's a group. Okay, it says a group of journalists who have been targeted for their work as Person of the Year, and I think it's highlighted by the guy who was killed in Saudi Arabia. I mean, he's like the face of this group, I think. So, and I don't know what they're the guardians of truth, I think is what they're saying.
Truth.
Because it says guardians, the war on truth and their battle. Like there's a war against truth and the journalism, I guess.
Okay. I don't believe so, but
okay. I feel the same way, man. And as far as our person here, maybe there's a group of people. You mentioned it. I don't know if you want to talk about it.
The intellectual dark web, I think, should be one of my persons of the year. I thought of another one as we were talking earlier.
Okay. Well, let's talk about this one first, just for a second at least.
Intellectual dark web.
We're talking about a group of people fighting for truth here.
Yes, it's Jordan Peterson is one of them.
Mm-hmm. There's a huge group of them, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan is usually associated with them.
Joe Rogan, Shapiro, Rubin, Harris, the Weinsteins,
Brett and Eric.
Yeah, there's a lot of
their
guys.
Wives.
Yeah,
usually are included.
Christine Summers. She has a cool YouTube thing. It's called The Factual Feminist. It's actually pretty cool. She has a cool YouTube channel.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a big group of them.
So these are people that don't all necessarily agree. They're not all conservatives. They're not all
disagree. Most of them are not conservative. It's kind of funny.
So these are all people that are of different. They're of different political backgrounds, and
religious backgrounds. Right. Like one of the big ones is like Shapiro and Sam Harris sit down and have huge things that they agree about, and they couldn't disagree anymore on religion.
Right.
But they'll sit down and talk about
what they agree, what they actually agree on.
Things they do agree on. And they get lumped into this group, or not lumped in, but they're both a part of this group while they really disagree on a lot of things,
Right. So what I think that I respect out of them is you can disagree on major factions in life, and you can still sit down, break bread, be friendly, be friends, and have an interesting conversation with somebody.
And then not like have any like anger or animosity to the person afterwards. I think that's the most important part of it. Not even just having the discussion, is afterwards you can shake the guy's hand and like have a meal together and
So
you know,
So I think that they've really punched through and kind of come to the surface of kind of popular culture right now, and I think that it's interesting. Joe Rogan, with the way his podcast and the way he gets information out, and the way he draws information out of people when he's interviewing them, the way he promotes anybody,
right?
You know, he really doesn't hold back from.
Well, it's not even promoting people; it's more about letting people come on and talk, and then have the discussion with them. Like,
right.
You know, like giving. And that's what it's all about. It's all about discussion and hearing other viewpoints,
right?
And not necessarily shutting it down right away because you disagree with it,
right?
He'll have someone sit across from him that he knows may be a complete wacko. Isn't the guy from was it Blink?
Yeah, Tom.
Was it Tom DeLonge or the other guy?
Tom DeLonge, yeah.
That was the other one. I thought.
Was it?
Whatever. He's the big alien guy. And I listened to the whole thing, and he was like, "Man, that guy's a psycho, like a wacko." Beforehand, right?
At the end, he said there were some things that were said on here that I don't necessarily agree with.
But the fact that he was able to have him on and talk about it,
yeah,
you know,
yes, that
stuff like that is
we've
great.
talked about, like the Billy Corgan interview.
That
on
one,
there.
yeah.
He's got comedians on all the time, and then I listened to one where he had this kid on that invented this thing that is going to sweep through the Pacific garbage, the Pacific Ocean garbage.
That island?
Yeah, the island of garbage, and it's going to sweep up the garbage into this like U-shaped contraption and then haul it to land. So
that's fantastic. That guy's doing something.
So for an hour,
what's his name?
I don't know. I
How come we don't know this guy's name, but we know Elon Musk's name?
Well, okay.
That guy did more. That guy's done more already. Then
this kid was on, and it's a passion of Joe's, the garbage pile.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've heard him
that we should clean it up. Yeah, he's talked about it several times.
It's funny. I watched Aquaman. The huge thing of that is they want to attack Earth because Earth's polluted the water.
Huh.
Because they call them people of the land or whatever. They say that they have just polluted the water so much that we need to go to war with land to keep them from polluting the oceans.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But no,
we have.
We've done some best. Yeah.
So I like my straws and I like my plastic cup.
I love my straws. But it's funny, how we did an episode where I said straws were overrated, and then when they try to take my straws away from me, I want to use straws all the time now.
I bet you do.
I do. Okay, so back to I don't know if you had anything else that I interrupt you.
On the intellectual dark web? I don't.
Okay, I just want to say, what, honestly, I don't know if it's them specifically or just listening to podcasts and the fact that we've done this for a little bit and just that kind of mindset of talking to people. I've noticed myself doing that just in my personal life, talking to people that I completely disagree with, on so many things. For example, there's a guy, a friend of mine, where there's so many things we found that we agree with, but then there's a bunch of stuff we disagree with, and we've had long discussions about those things, and we'll even joke with each other about it, right? And we'll say things that if someone were to overhear us talking about it, they might be like, "Ooh, those guys are getting into it," maybe having an argument. But it's just seriously, it's just a back and forth talking about things. What we believe, whether it's disagreeing or not, and even joking about it,
Right.
So it's really cool to kind of take that kind of mindset into my personal life, and that's what I've really enjoyed. I've noticed in talking to people I disagree with now, where it's not, it's more about this is how I feel. You can question it. This is what you feel, and I'll disagree with, and I'll question you back,
right?
And we can have that back and forth. And I feel that might be a good way, even whether it's, I don't know, even sharing my faith and sharing things that I agree with, and it kind of it doesn't turn people off from those things, right? Mm-hmm. So so many times it could turn into a battle or a debate, and you're fighting,
right?
Where it's not really that, And I feel it's a better way for me to kind of show what I feel about things when it's not so, you're not butting heads so much. You're just talking about what you disagree with.
Be civil. That's just civilized.
So
I wrote down another one that we talked about
for a person of the year.
Person of the year, yeah. Okay. That he passed away this year, and we've been watching a lot of movies recently, and he's in every single one of them. Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, man, that guy.
I mean, it's entertainment, and I was never a big comic book guy.
Right.
In fact, I don't even think I've ever even picked up a comic book, opened up a comic book.
Right.
But just the fact that he was so influential in that genre. I don't know that. Could you name another comic book writer?
Bendis.
Okay.
He does like DC stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But I think he actually switched to Marvel. But no, I agree with you. Especially me. You know, I'm a huge Marvel fan. Like I love all the Marvel movies.
Right.
And there would be none of that
If it
without
wasn't
Stan Lee.
right.
Like he has the movie you're going to go see, Into the Spider-Verse. I think was one of his last. He has a voice cameo.
Oh, does he?
And I heard they do a pretty good tribute to him. Something to look out for.
So
he's in. As you can see, like I'm a huge Marvel fan. I got
Yep.
Iron Man sticker here, stickers there, cups, and yeah. So Stan Lee, dude. All right, I'll
person of the year. So next one, we're talking about the story of the year. Were there any particular stories that you have in mind?
that sticks out. For
Yeah,
the
that
year?
sticks out for the year.
I don't know, man.
For me, it's more.
I want it to be a good story, but I can't think of anything like
There's
that
not-
too positive that's sticking out to me right
There's
now.
nothing that there was no real good story that happened this year. I mean, we saved those.
there, but they just don't
we
get-
saved that
they
soccer
don't get-
team in Thailand. Was it Thailand?
With no help of Elon Musk, but yeah, we saved him. Elon Musk wanted to send a metal coffin down there and put them in it and let them drown in it. But yeah, we saved them.
Save those guys.
What else good? Do you have any
Politics.
I feel like you
there was all the political stories that happened this year. You know,
What
Trump
positive,
fighting
though?
with. Yeah, nothing really positive came out of it. No,
it's all Trump. There was an election,
it was an election.
November.
It was kind of
a bunch of border stuff.
Yeah.
Did some tax reform, right?
yeah,
Yeah, man. It's
kind
just
of a-
political mess, man.
yeah.
It's just politics has been story of the year. Oh, the Mueller investigation and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Dude, it's not even Russia no more. You know that?
They
It's
kinda
just-
moved
it's
on from that, didn't
campaign
they?
finance.
Yep.
This reminds me of it's not global warming no more, it's climate change. It's not Russia collusion no more. It's campaign finance reform.
Right.
They find these causes and we're going to investigate and get to it. And let's just shift a little bit because it's not quite what we thought it was.
right.
Kind of thing. Okay, then we don't need to get into all that, but
Story of the year for you? Anything?
no, I mean just politics stuff. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
really have a story.
It was
of
the
the year, I
one thing that
guess.
stood out, I guess, when you're looking back on the year.
I feel like there's something big we're gonna miss. That's oh duh, that was the story of the year.
Yeah.
But
One final one. Bust of the year.
a bust of the year. Ray Allen, but that's a different bust of the year.
Yeah, he could hit.
He can bust. Ray
Yeah.
can bust. What's your bust of the year?
I was going to say LeBron James earlier, and you were going to say what?
I was gonna say he's not. Obviously,
Right. I think that I'm going to go with the Dodgers.
they made it to the World Series.
Yeah, but they lost again.
That can't be a bust if you
They
make it to
busted.
the. But they made it to the series.
Yeah, but
So if the Warriors don't win the title, they're a bust.
yeah, I believe so.
Oh, man, your definition.
They should win. The Warriors should win for the next 5 years.
Well, they should. But
Every
honestly, the Warriors are dude, the Dodgers weren't even the favorite going into the World Series. How can
I
you
know.
say they're a bust when they weren't the favorites?
Yeah, but they made it to the World Series, and I think that a lot
They
of people,
made it to the World Series.
I think that a lot of people thought they were going to win the series.
No.
and they really
They
got
weren't the
smoked.
favorites. They were the underdog going into the World Series. I think your LeBron James one's a little more accurate. What I disagree with that.
You disagree with that?
This is what I'm going to say.
All right.
My bust of the year
Is-
is your bust of the
my
year,
bust of the
Beej.
year, yeah.
It got even worse with your Dodgers bust of the year, by the way. The underdog losing can't be the bust of the year.
Who's yours?
Your bust of the year is my bust of
No,
the
come on.
year.
Who's your bust of the year?
Elon Musk.
Oh, I could have gone with Brady.
I don't know if there's even much to say. I mean, Brady, who's still in the playoffs, who still won his division, who's still a number 2 seed, has a home playoff game and a bye in the playoffs. But Elon Musk,
But he just opened up his first tunnel.
he dug a hole. Good for him, dude. with that company that he got kicked out of and went bankrupt with.
No, that was a boring company.
That's his other company that's
Yeah.
failing. Oh,
Yes.
that's right. Oh, you mean how he's gone crazy, how he lost his girlfriend, how he's smoking weed with Joe Rogan. What is this guy, dude? Come on.
KT.
I'm just Elon Musk is my bust of the year. Couldn't
Okay.
save the kids. That's the easy one. Bust of the year is no doubt Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Yeah. All right.
I can't even. I don't even know where to go with that anymore.
You know what? I will say that Elon Musk put such a bad taste in your mouth that you almost stopped liking Jordan Peterson.
Oh, that was heartbreaking, dude.
How long ago was that, though?
I don't know. I was listening to a bunch of Jordan Peterson videos, and he said that I don't even know. He just said he'd be an interesting guy to talk to.
Oh, so he didn't say that he was a fan or he liked him.
He just said like, oh, I think he said he likes him and what he's doing, but he would love to sit down and talk. Because I think they asked a question like, who would you like to sit down and talk with or something like that, and he said, Elon Musk. He's got some interesting ideas and stuff like that. Because he's an idea guy, but he's not doing anything. So
Yeah.
that was heartbreaking, man. When the guy you love loves the guy you hate. What do you do, man? What do you do?
I don't know.
So, yeah, dude.
Well,
So,
that's the year.
is that our year?
That's the year.
Yeah, we. How long did we go? Man.
A little over an hour.
Ooh, okay.
Right at an hour.
Right an hour? Sounds about right. So, man, how do we finish this up, man? I don't even.
Okay. We're going to need people to follow us on YouTube. They're going to find
So we
us
need
on
to get
YouTube.
there, yes.
They're going to need to
super easy to find us on YouTube.
to follow us.
I'll
Moderately
put a link on the
entertaining
Instagram.
podcast. Follow the link on Instagram.
Just go to Google YouTube.
YouTube's.
And go to YouTube and search
Yep.
Moderately Entertaining
Yep. Podcast.
Podcast. And just find us, man.
Yeah, we've got 2 episodes on there now. And tell somebody about us.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Like there's a podcast I listen to. He's like, don't give me money. Use your social currency. And talk to somebody. Like more than that.
Your social currency.
Yeah.
That's good. That's rich.
Like a share is worth so much, you know.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, I heard this is worth so much. Or
Right.
a comment is worth so much. Just use your social currency. I'm stealing it from. I'm just like Kevin Pereira in this podcast. I'll give him credit for it. That's what he uses. That's what he asks people for. And yeah. If you want to give us real money, you can do that too.
All
I
right,
guess.
we'll take your
We're
money.
not going to say no to
We'll
that.
take your
but
money.
We prefer this the social currency.
Nice.
We'll accept any form of currency.
so
So yeah, we'll keep this
follow-
going, man. We'll see
you
how
know
this
what?
goes. I'm excited.
people will be able to leave comments as well underneath
on the YouTubes,
On
yeah.
the YouTubes.
Yeah, absolutely. I won't disable any comments unless they get too negative.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's none of that here. Say what you want. You saw something you don't like, you do like.
Tell us about it.
Tell us about it. So yeah, man, we'll see you with
Check us
Moderately
out.
Entertaining Year 2,
Year 2.
Season 2.
Is
it season 2?
Season 2.
So we're gonna put like, is this isn't episode 31? It's like S1 episode 1.
I think we'll just keep
S2.
going with the numbers.
Oh,
We're
man.
in year 2.
So this isn't seasons. We don't do seasons of podcasts.
No. I don't think so.
We'll keep it going. All right, so thanks for listening, guys. We really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. For anyone who's going to be watching out there, hopefully,
Yeah, watch it.
we'll have to get used to that.
Yeah.
I was telling B just kind of going to be kind of weird. Like now, everything we do, we got to be aware of because we may
can
be
see
getting
us.
looked at, not just listening to us. So
Thanks
hopefully,
for,
we don't do anything too crazy. Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
And next time. Thanks.
Twilight at nightly tread swiftly and lightly. Break